because the ideas that went to the European were transferred from our monitors, those people who monitor us. And I thank the monitors. And I'm going to tell the truth. I don't know whether our monitors have succumbed to a little pinch of truth, because we ask our monitors, just 10%, I mean, just help the brother out a little bit. I mean, we ain't asking nobody to keep everything, all retirement and all that, keep it all intact. Just a little help for the brother. Now, I don't know whether our monitors have been, I don't know whether they got 2/3, because first they used to act plastic. You could tell the truth, they just look at you like you're damn fool. I said, oh man, y'all. Some kind of way. The message that the monitors took to the white man, that's why this cracker said this statement. I always said, thankful to the monitors, whoever they are, whoever you are, thank y'all, This is true, really. Now, I don't know whether they were just trying to help boss man or whether they got there. But I believe that there's some good in all Negroes. I don't care what nobody says. Now, I haven't had my throat cut by more, and lived through more throat cuttings than anybody I know. I'm only 72, but they started when I was a kid, cutting my throat, the Negro. But it's something about it. They would cut it so they cut your throat, really. But they would leave enough so a nigga to breathe. They wouldn't cut your head off and cut the vein. They slice it. So it'd be just enough blood so you wouldn't die to get, and then after a while you heal up a little bit. So, look, because whoever's been feeding the white man is what got him here right now. Yes, he can't get away. I can't even tell you, because I tried to arrange it to tell you how we tricked him, and I'm sitting right here right now with all of this trying to tell you the exact process, and so you have to overlook that I'm trying to step by step, telling you we let him over here, let him over there, and I'm doing all right, but I'm not bringing it all home like I should. It's reasonable. This part here, we are really doing what our heroes did. And this is a message to me. I am really passing through religious historical realities. Now this was back a while, but if you want to trip, I think I was telling y'all a while back about, what is that, age regression? That you start tripping. When you're young, you trip, you dream, you're 7, 8, we could just picture whatever lie it was that we wanted to pop in our head, and it was all real. We could have a friend that didn't exist, and he'd be right there with us. We'd be talking, Johnny, where you want to go? Johnny, where's my marbles? Ain't no Johnny there, but if you're 5 years old, Johnny is there. Because that's what you got a fairy god, something or other. You're lonely, you got a fairy friend. And don't nobody see that friend but you.
Mm-hmm.
No,
it's true. I mean, when I was a kid, my brothers and sisters tell you right now, I had an imaginary friend.
Yeah.
I sure did.
Not only you, y'all to everybody. And the white man used to put me in the penitentiary so much when I knew the nigga wasn't in there to sell with him, but I'd still be talking to him. After you're 8 or 9 or 10, but you got to keep busy. You know what I mean? So you don't want to be sitting in there. It's not nice to put kids in that type of But so you develop a way, and who cares whether it's real or not? It's still somebody to talk to. But where we are now, this was real. We are really doing what our heroes did. I mean, we rise to the occasion. Those poor people watching this, they said, that nigga is drinking real powerful stuff. Okay, we've all been here listening to this, right?
That's true.
And this stuff is real to us. But the poor people watching this, I know y'all having a hard time to digest because you don't think you can interfere with the satanic forces of the world. The only reason you can't, because you don't try. You got God-given gifts. You got all kinds of, you can lie at the bank. You can lie when they want you to do something. Why you can't run that game on? You can do it for all that other stuff, for nickel and dime, and you're afraid to try Sam. Suppose we had 50 niggas doing this. Boy, you talking about running the cracker crazy? And running the tattletales crazy? Boy, we'd have a good time. Of course, I believe it's coming. Why? Right here. These things are going out. People are going to get the idea because they're going to say, I think that man is lying. And then they're going to do a little research. They're going to listen to one tape somewhere, and then they're going to listen to another and another. That's not true, you know, the denial. That's made up. He taped that before this happened. He put the wrong date on anything. Okay. Now, stages of our movement at each and every stage of our evolution. Okay, people scatter, disappear. Mankind, take charge of your own evolution. Not reporting history. This is the one with the big arrow right here. Not reporting history, but making history. This is us right here. Of course, leave your fingerprints. This is just a statement. Leave your fingerprints. Leave your own fingerprints on the pages of history. We're not going to do that. We've already done that. Okay? The enemy, the shaitan, y'all heard what Don said. Don built his whole frame of lies on the truth that we've been telling. It is like Don was sitting right there, or right here, listening, or whoever wrote the thing, and they reframed that lecture to counter exactly what we've said. We need unity, all of us, to fight against Iran. Iran ain't bombed nobody. Iran ain't did nothing to nobody. But Iran is the global enemy, right? Hezbollah, only crime it did, if that's a crime, is fight the Zionists.
Yep.
And whoop they behind. Right? Okay, we definitely ain't did nothing to nobody. We don't even bother Negroes. We go to the program, we just sit there and listen to, boy, that is very interesting. Did you hear what they said? Right then. Did you hear what they said? Okay, so here's what's happening. Don, they wrote him a speech. Because you know Don don't know none of those facts. Don don't. And
oblivious.
I can't wait to hear the white folks. I just heard a little corner because the white folks heard. We know how Don changed up at night. We know why. But the white folks don't. Go watch CNN, anybody. Don just said, Muslims are great people, they have a great religion, and we should all be friends. Donald Trump just, they did. Right? Now every week they say Don flips up and lies. I don't care about what it was, about China. No, Chinaman's, oh man alive, I got next door Chinaman's. They lived next door to me 15 years. I love China. We're not going to mess with their banking system and kick them out. In fact, we want to be a part of the, what's that Global Road, Silk Road Initiative from China?
Right.
We want to be in on that. Since everybody else is in on it except us, we want in on that. We love Chinese. Dictators? What dictator? I ain't seen no dictator. You seen about a dictator? Only dictator I see is Maduro down there. He's a dictator. But all other allies, Saudi Arabia, killing people, cutting their heads off, bombing people back into the Stone Age. They already lived next door to the Stone Age. They bomb them back in it. Hey, don't say, there's nothing wrong with that. Right?
See, Don gave that speech because see, Don, he wasn't able to watch Fox News and Friends. See, if he watched Fox News and Friends and they told him what to do, then he would have reiterated. But since he didn't have that.
But see, his son-in-law would have been in them and other Arabs. They said, look, this is serious business now. We're getting this. We've got, look, man. Iran, Iraq, Syria. They say, you don't run nothing in the Middle East now. Sam, he don't. He's trying to bomb his way back into, it's too late. And if he do get back, he has to go back on the side of the visible murderers.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia, a land of freedom. They're going to move toward rights for women. Iran's a problem. Sure, it's a problem because 57% of the people in the university in Iran are women. 57. It may be more than that. We got to do something to help the brothers in Iran. They're the most educated people. This is the last 20 years or more. Right? We're going to help the Christians because Iran had not the Pope, but his cross. The guy's cross when I was there was bigger than the Pope's cross. So how you, this little skinny man, carry that big old cross? Like, good God Almighty. That's bigger than, he could stick that boy in the ground and almost hang himself up on it. It's so big. And he called himself Ali Kitab. We are people of the book. They're trying to catch up with Iran. They can't catch up with Iran. They're trying to demonize Iran. Iran's in the Stone Age. They have an election that outstrips democracy. They got 4 or 5 times as much democracy as they do in France anywhere else. The people standing around, you see what I mean? They are hilariously, I cannot wait. I swore off TV. I said, I ain't gonna watch no more. I swore off last night. But I'm getting like Don. I ain't gonna watch no more. But then I went down there and I just turned the thing on. I was lifting iron. This was just a couple hours ago. That man Don was. I said, man. So now I gotta change my whole talk. That's why it's, I said, Don. And you talk about talking to yourself? I said, it ain't Don. I know it's not Don. The civilization, Islamic civilization in the Middle East has all the wealth and resources and people. 65% of the people in this region are under 30 years old and they have contributed to the great history. The greatest civilization is right there. Oh, Don. What about killing all the Muslims and building a wall and keeping all it, right?
The Muslim man.
Can you imagine what the white folks, remember they talked about Obama's speech? Obama didn't say nothing compared to Don.
Wait till he come back.
Hey man, the people are saying, even the white folk, Don, you was over there with Saudi Arabia, and then the white folks, you know how they do, they bring out the little record book that they hid for something. Were those bombers in New York, were they from Saudi Arabia? Somebody said they were, yeah. Well, Mr. President, how could you go over there and talk about how civilized, how great, and how whatever else they are? Didn't you say we was going to get them and jump on them 2 months ago? Don't say nothing like that. Then they show it on the film. That ain't on me. Shit, that's alternative, what they call it.
Alternative fact.
That's an alternative fact. They gonna put a guy look like me.
Don ain't gonna be the one responding. It's gonna be Sean Spencer.
He gonna put that poor guy out there. Man, and I swear, I swore off TV, I'm gonna have to watch that. Because the people not laugh in, but Saturday Night Live,
Yeah.
they cannot beat real life. You can't beat that guy.
Remember when he was having the conference, he broke away from the White House, and him and a few people were hiding in the bushes?
Yeah. That ain't nothing. Hey, man.
You hear that?
No.
He took half the people as Jews in the doggone press room. And he says, even Hitler didn't poison gas people. Now, there, of course, might be a little story in there. What did you say? I said Hitler, you know, he wasn't a nice guy, but I mean, you know, he didn't slur, and so the guy tried to help him out of it. I take your point. Well, what did you mean then hey man, don't mess with me, I told y'all that, but you said, I didn't say that. You said that I said that. But you did, it's right there on the video, y'all on the road with it. You said, no. That's your interpretation of what I said. I said, boy, this boy here, you can't get no comedy like that. They have out-comedied the Negro. The Negro now, Pigmeat Markham, their mom, Mabley, they're second class compared to that press secretary. Because see, if people know you lying, it's funny. But if you pretending to tell the truth and can't keep the lie straight, that really makes it funny.
Governmental comedians.
Governmental comedians. Usually the government don't produce nothing good, right? If they produce some furniture, that's government furniture, land, or government shoes. You ought to see them old, you know them Navy shoes? When we got out of penitentiary, they give us a Navy government buckle, Navy shoes, solid black, just like the Army shoes. You had to wear them, boys, at least in the old days. You had to wear them home, because you couldn't go barefooted on the plane or the bus. So everything that the government produced was ugly, not these comedians. They are good quality. I don't know, I'm gonna finish. Biggest allies. Saudi Arabia finances terrorism, all that fit, no limits to the lies and deception. Everything they said about Iran, they're the one to do it. All the killing of Christians and all that, it's not Iranians and none of those people. They have big Christian churches. And the Jews been in Iran since 589 BC. And they're doing well. And if they was doing bad, 2,500 years, they'd have enough sense to leave by now. Right? If they were being oppressed. Then they never they talk about Schindler's List, but they never talk about the Iranians that rescued over 1,000 Jews during World War II. Sectarian violence, they blaming that on Iran. All the bombings are, Shias are getting bombed. no Shias are going bombing Sunnis nowhere in the world.
Those 59 missiles didn't come from Iran.
Hey, man.
And that mother of all bombs didn't come from Iran.
And then the next day they dropped a mother of bombs supposed to, that comes from the Quran. Al-Kitab, the mother of the book. So in Arabic, they the mother of all that. So they're supposed to kill Taliban. Taliban have blew up somebody for the last every other day since they set that bomb off on. So I guess they're gonna have to put that boy up, because every time they drop it, they're gonna have a little more trouble. That stuff is backfiring. Anyway, coalition visual. So that meeting in Iran, in Saudi Arabia, was to unify the people to bring down the Islamic Republic of Iran. Saudi Arabia has the one, since I came home in 1980, that have been distributing anti-Shia literature. Al-Qatut, Al-Arida, Shia ideologies. They got one booklet I have that says the Shias have, they got a picture of Surah Fatima. Guess y'all never saw that. It's Surah Fatima. It's in the Shia Quran. I used to take Negroes with me to some of the Iranians' house. And the first place that Negroes would be something that's what you're looking for. I'm looking for that Quran. They got a Quran that's 3 times bigger than ours, the Quran of Ali. That's different things, different levels of stupidity. I said, see, the thing about the Quran of Ali, Ali radiallahu anhu was one of the main recorders of Revelation. I say, you see that commentary right here, Yusuf Ali, it has notes, footnotes. So when Ali radiallahu anhu recorded the Quran, he might have recorded, this is on such and such a day, it's a nice day outside, so-and-so was there, so-and-so was there. And so in his collection, it's not like, well, all the Qurans are in, just the Arabic, it's like this, that's it. But all the other translations, there's a translation and footnotes. So it's this big. But them Negroes, you couldn't tell them nothing. I want that Quran that the Shias got. The Quran of Ali is 3 times bigger than what we got. So yeah, it's got Surah Wilaya in there, Surah Fatima. Surah Fatima, I heard about that. Well, what number is it? I said, I don't know, 139. I said, our Quran ain't got 114 surahs. I said, I didn't say nothing but 300 surahs in them. That niggas be believing. I mean, because I moved to water close. See, the Saudis, I don't know if you ever saw, it was, the Shias have a statement, Allahu Akbar, Khomeini Rahman. So the Saudis will say, the Shias worship Khomeini. Khomeini is Akbar. So, first time I was at a joint, maybe 80, 81, they would, Allahu Akbar, Khomeini Rahman. So what y'all say? Oh, brother, we say Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Khomeini is the leader. I said, what you mean, Khomeini? He said, Allahu Akbar, Khomeini, Rahbar. It was Rahbar. You know, that's the title. So, Imam Khomeini is not Akbar, big, like bigger than God. No, Rahbar. That means a big human being, a leader. He's a Rahbar. You can't be Akbar. God is Akbar. Allahu Akbar. God is great. Khomeini, Rahbar. God is great. Khomeini is the leader. So I mean, dog, boy, them Saudis be lying, boy, and if you ain't listening, it's just like the election.
Right.
Can you imagine the dumb Americans that don't know who that was? And oh my goodness, wait till the Muslims hear. I don't know what they're gonna say. My God, Saudis brought him over there and changed his heart. Usually Allah changed the hearts of men. But now, the Saudis have changed the heart of Donald Trump, and now he's pro-Islam. Yes, they're going to say it. Okay, so dear believers, we thank you very much. One of the things we would like to ask the people that are listening to this, especially what we would like for you to do, is we're moving fast to, well, let me put it like this. The only thing strategic, you can leave it on for a minute. Just
No,
okay. The only thing about our friends and our allies, they've made only one mistake. Because they're maybe kind of pro-American, we are left here in America, which is a great blessing. But we don't want to say if. With the staff, with the information, with the ability to reach people all over the world from here right now, we could tell the people the truth about the situation in the Middle East. Who is good, who is bad. Right now, Donald Trump, CNN, and all of those people. The only mistake that our friends have made, and this is a crucial mistake, is that they have left us here without the resources and the ability to educate the people. We should have a whole Muslim network here in America. If the cost is several multi-millions of dollars, that's what it costs. But we could get the people the truth. If not that, several hundred thousands of dollars to have a staff of 3 or 4 or 5 media young people that could drive the message home. We need not only internet, but website builders that know, that have the psychology of the people. When they want, they can make things go viral, right? We should have that same ability, except viral for truth. People of America do not have any understanding of what Donald Trump was told to say and what it means. We not only know what it means, we forecasted, we predicted it, and we're out in front of it. We could help the American people. We could help the world on those issues. One more little simple issue. Everybody knows that we've been trying to reach out because of the opiates. every time we listen to the news, so many people is dying of opiates, fentanyl, and all that. And must be 95% of them is white people. That's the way they talk. We don't know. It's like those people who have suffered from that illness. We can teach the people about why families break up, how they break up. We could talk to the white churches in West Virginia. And Ohio. I've heard about, that's right, all of Middle America. Let me put it this way, dear people. In the old days, in the biblical times, it was a prophet, a messenger, or a warner, or a liberator coming from the male issue of some woman. It's always been. So the system would go out and say, well, we don't know where it's coming from, so we'll just kill them all. Right? They did that with black people in the 60s. So, well, we'll just wipe out all the male because they're doing all the rebelling. So we'll knock them off. They did. They did an excellent job of death and destruction for people that was only asking for a limited amount of freedom and respect. They did that. Okay. A few of us participated in it in both sides and have understood in later years exactly what it meant and had sense enough to do more on the right side when we was on the wrong side. We did more on the right side of that issue when we was on the wrong side. But with the help of Allah, we only want to reach out to the new target. Y'all can remember the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Just remember the crack killings and just visualize DC at 1990. Good God Almighty. 95, 2000. But visualize anywhere. Oakland. That was the heyday of the final stage of the slaughter of black men by black men, aided by the government. Right? Now, who's the target now? The black male is still subject to get killed at any whim. But the system has focused on the white man. Can you imagine that white males, the only statistic of life expansion, the only one in decrease is the white male between 30 and 50 and 60. Why? Because that's the gun-toting, no working, no job having white man. They sent Trump after him to throw him off. But if they hear what we got to say, they'll go with us. They'll go with us. I'm talking about not only the Christians, but everybody. You notice our so-called allies, they'll send a street prayer out to talk to Christians. But the people don't respond. They don't know what they're talking about to Christians. You ever been to a church with us? The people are ready, they're getting the Holy Ghost. Even if it's just a funeral or something, it's a few minutes. But the big, yes.
That's what we come out of.
We come up out of it, we know everything about it, we know the Bible, we know all, and we know how to unify us. Our simple letter that we had, they talk about Christians, I don't know what they was talking about, a couple of months ago over there, last year. They don't know how to, and the Negroes that they got don't know how to harmonize. They just don't know. That's why I say the biggest crime right now is our allies pulling back. We're doing our part. We're not anxious, but we know that we can do more. Okay. So in the meantime, if y'all want to help rescue the world, and any our nice European friends, white folks that's being overwhelmed, if you got a relative that's being run crazy by heroin and crank, now you know, white folks lean toward crank, crystal meth. Not the drugs are different. Heroin used to be a Negro thing. Crystal meth was a white folks thing. J. Edgar Hoover broke up Haight-Ashbury with two things. Crystal meth, which they didn't get to understand till it was too late, and LSD. There was nobody in the United States did any surveys or studies on LSD from 1961 on. But the U.S. Army.
I listened to a program on that, and they called Haight-Ashbury a human guinea pig farm for that reason.
For that, yeah. But Haight-Ashbury, hey man, when I tell you, go look up this record when you come to San Francisco, 1966, beware of flyaway. Them white kids was dreaming, man.
Right.
They was on the money. They said, now you can imagine 66, everybody wearing all them short haircuts coming out of the 50s. And all of a sudden, them people coming out with red and blue and flower-colored cars and long hair. Them white folk, their parents went crazy. They said, we'll get rid of you suckers. They knocked their own children off before they would see them like that.
Yeah.
Them crackers is crazy. They said, we'll knock y'all out of the box. Shoot, before you run around there with all that Steppenwolf and
Free love.
free love, and people think of me as a gangster. I'm gonna show y'all some pictures of all them white folks. I got tons of pictures of celebrations with white folks and all of that get up on. Yeah, Sadie Hawkins Day and all of that. I used to take my kids to that stuff. Yes, indeed. Today, we want to take all of our experience, our religious experience, and share it with the religious community. Our historical experience. See, if we don't get to the white male, militia type, they'll be out there in space listening to some dumb cracker that don't know what's. See, they being hit now. They don't know they don't even know they're a target. Can you imagine? Opiates just happen to be. No, the system that targeted them. They are the target. They ain't never been the target before. They was a target for heroism and for movies, and the white man is great. He's not needed, Mr. White Man. I'm sorry, brother. Y'all not needed. They don't have no job for you. They don't have no position for you. And everything they do is against you. The standard white male American who was past hero, the past John Wayne, the past covered wagon cracker, all of that stuff was y'all. They don't have nothing for you. They don't have no job for you. They don't have no need for you. They don't want you. So they're going to kill you and put you in the penitentiary like they did niggas. And here we are, the Negroes, and few of us made it through that. We want to, I don't want to sound funny. I'm not running for politics, but we want to help you. Ain't nobody else even thinking about it. Don't nobody else even know what's going on. The only reason we know what's going on is because we lived through it. Have nobody on the news said that this heroin opiate epidemic is a target for the poor white folks. Why is not opiates killing white folks in rich white folks' land? Why is it, you said Ohio? West Virginia, they said they sent, I know they couldn't, they sent 3 million tablets, something like that, to a town in West Virginia with 300 some people in it. Right? Hey, you want to hear about genocide? That's what they're doing to you. Hey, we're on the same team. Now, with all of us on the same team, if you think Donald Trump is on your team, and he's a billionaire, a broke billionaire, and they say, we'll give you some money to run you and get you out of debt, you run for president and act a fool, you think he's not going to take it? What program has he instituted to help you? What has the Negro done to you? Nothing at all. Who's your friend? The Negro. Yes, we are your friend, and we can't wait to be on friendly relations. Actually, the Quran tells us to do that. They tell us, called you Hameen, you're going to be warm and fuzzy friends. That's what it said. We couldn't figure out a warm and fuzzy friend. White folks? How's that going to work? It wasn't clear until the opiate epidemic. We were working on it, but we didn't know exactly until the opiate. Right? Because Wali, you're going to be their protector. They're not going to be yours. See what I mean? This thing is so deep, there ain't no sense talking about it. But we thank y'all very much. By the way, now remember, we need millions of dollars to help rescue America from Don, the Israelis, from the Zionists. You remember, they all got big money. You always see the Zionists. I'm gonna close with this. Look at here. You think the Zionists don't lie? Look what they got. They got a whole, I just happened to take this one out. This was in every paper last week. Syria crematorium. They're cremating, I assume, or what they say, thousands, actually hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands, tens and thousands of Syrians are being cremated in a Nazi-style crematorium, just like Auschwitz. Nobody never heard of it. But the Syrians who have the Golan Heights, right, belong to Syria, the Zionists who have invaded Syria, I don't know how many times, just the last week, and they bombed such and such last week. Yeah, they did. And the U.S. just bombed, the brothers from Syria are going to fight Nusra, and all them guys, they just bombed them 2 days ago. Well, we'll get it straight sooner or later, we made a mistake. They're always making a mistake. And you remember Don, how sad he was about the gas chamber, the gas kids, we got gas. He was just crying and hollering about shot 59 missiles. Never again. That's what the Zionists say. Never again means never again. Champions of Jewish Values International Awards Gala. They're going to have a gala award. They won't. Maybe they'll give me a gala award. I'd love to have a gala award. What does this cost? Well, we was going to put the centerfold, this Washington Post, a few years ago. This is the whole page. It was going to be $74,000 15 years ago. Let's say $100,000. Because we was going to get half a page to put Imam Khomeini's picture on. That was going to be $49,000. That was 20-something years ago. That's all. Give me that money. And I'll make 20,000 pictures and pass them out myself. We get 3 or 4 of us, we'll pass them out for 3 weeks. Downtown, everywhere, they'll get it. But sometimes people go crazy and they want to put it in the Europeans' paper and make them rich. And you hand deliver, you know, for a month, every day. So there's your stuff. Crematorium. This is a crematorium. Y'all didn't know, see. And that the Syrians have a crematorium. Just like all them kids got gas bombs. And the people was carrying them. And I saw one man giving them mouth-to-mouth breathing. Somebody said that type of gas would kill you if you didn't have. Nobody had no covers. And what, nobody coughing? Nobody passed out. But later on they said, well, we better cover up. You know, when you get around that gas, you gotta have a protection. They didn't cyanide.
Right.
They said cyanide?
Yeah, they said cyanide.
Cyanide. Count 5 and die. All the agents used to have that little, when they get captured, they would,
Right.
and then 5, count 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you're dead. You can't unstop it now, it's too late. But these people on television, they was holding the kids, walking around, washing them off. You know what I mean? No report of any injuries or nothing. We thank y'all very much. It's an honor and a privilege. We're going to keep on working, but help us out a little bit. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.